Hey, welcome in. This is Grabbing the Brisket, guys. Hey, we got a special interview planned for you. We got Erica. Let me spit it out here in a minute. We got Erica with Cook It Erica.
Yes, Erica Cooper.
Hello.
Man.
Hi. Oh my gosh, you said my last name properly. Look at you.
A lot of research.
What was that again?
A lot of research. Cooper?
Okay.
Yes, Cooper, like the car. Cooper. People butcher our last name. It's hysterical, but I am so proud of you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you told me in one of the messages how to pronounce it. I'm not going to lie.
There it is.
Don't give it away. Don't give it away.
That's why John's a producer, man. He just gets all that stuff great.
So is it spelled differently?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Okay.
It's Kuiper. Weirdest spelling for Cooper, right?
Yeah, it's got to be like German or something, or no, not German. I don't know what that is.
Is
Dutch.
there two little dots above the U or anything like that?
Yeah, there's got to be something like
there
that.
There are not. No, but my husband, he's a mutt, and the name is actually Dutch.
Cool.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hey, we're all Heinz 57 somewhere.
Exactly. My maiden name is Feinstein, so I was honored to take his name because Feinstein got butchered, but Cooper actually gets it worse than Feinstein. So it's cool. It's cool. You guys, I'm so proud of you.
There it is.
Thank you.
Well, welcome into the Grabbing the Brisket podcast. We definitely thank you for taking time out of your schedule to sit and talk barbecue and all
cooking,
other things.
Yeah.
Social
media,
bullshit, beer, whatever.
Heck yeah, we love you. I'm so honored to be here.
You might be the first person honored to be on our show.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right.
You guys are pretty amazing. You know, Al Dente Diva told me about you and Works Boy Barbecue, and they were both like, you have to meet these guys. They're incredible. And I started following you, and I swear you guys are extremely entertaining and fun.
Than you. Appreciate it. Jan's head is just like blown up over here. Like
it will not fit through the door. I'll tell you that. So
hey, we're fans likewise as well. I mean, we've been following your social media presence for quite some time, and you have a pretty big footprint. Not to brag about it, but I'll go ahead and brag for you. But you have a pretty big social media following, and some of the videos, some of them are just freaking awesome. We saw the latest one. Latest one was the ketchup packet.
Right.
I didn't look it on Instagram, but I did see on TikTok that it's like over 4 million views for the ketchup packet hack, which me personally, I've never seen it before.
Isn't it funny how like normal everyday things that you do, some people have never done it before, and I did not think that was going to blow up. I actually kind of did that. I didn't think it was going to blow up. You know, on social media, we and you guys too, we bust our rear ends making these like delicious recipes. And then I open a ketchup packet and it's 4 million. I don't even know what to say.
It's so weird.
Look, exactly.
Listen,
that's exactly what I'm thinking.
I'm right there with you. Never mind the 16 hours of preparation and the 8 hours of cooking that I did to make this one meal or one object, right?
Right.
Based steak and mayonnaise, and you get a couple million views.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
And then you open a ketchup packet and it's like fire. Right. You know what I mean? And that's the way it is.
Yeah. It's so weird, but it's a lot of fun.
Oh, for sure.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I am definitely going through the pantry and I'm going through the fridge. Like, man, what can I open? Honestly, I'm racking my brain. Like, there's something that I'm doing that nobody's ever seen before, and then but I'll never think of it. I'll never
Do you know why?
It'll never come to me
because we're like cavemen. Like, we're just like, give us a rock and a can, we'll open it and we'll just pour it out. Like, it's not anything special, right?
Chew on the whole packet.
We're not.
My God, that's probably a couple million views right there. Trying to take a rock and like hammer open a can of tomato sauce.
Maybe so. That's.
I mean, what about the guy that took the key and punctured it into the Starbucks cup, and he's like chugging the coffee, and I'm like, my God, does that get like a quicker? Are you getting quicker caffeine?
Right.
And then I'm in a parking lot of Starbucks, and I take my key and I slam it into my cup, and there's coffee from the head to the toe. And this guy, he's drinking it, and I'm covered, and I'm like, TikTok fail.
TikTok
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the latest one with the Coke can, right? It's like how to, like, putting your, you turn the tab around, it'll hold your straw. And they're saying now if you just barely open it and then turn the tab around and then open it backwards, it rips a small hole in the very middle of your can just for your straw.
Seriously?
What?
Yeah, I don't know, man. This is like
I don't know if I
10
believe
million
that.
views or something. I don't know what that
Factor
even.
Cap. We got to check that out.
Right. Ask what's
Whatever.
the party shirt? Is that the people that do the is it real or is
Oh
it not
yeah,
real?
they're awesome. I love them. They're so much fun. Yes.
Yes.
I'll tell you what though, if I make my husband try one more TikTok food trend, I think he's gonna punch me in my throat.
I'm sure he's getting a lot of good food.
Right. Dry gulch. He's like, I'm done. I cannot do this anymore with you. No, that's
Right.
good. You know,
Like, yeah.
so so kind of get us started here. I mean, like, to be honest with you, I'm really infatuated with people that really get into the social media aspects and marketing themselves. I loved it, by the way. But how did you get into like did you just like, I'm gonna make a video and this is fun, I'm gonna go to the next one? Like, how did you do this?
It's my best friend died. She died, and that's crazy. But I was on the Facebook, and people on Facebook were it was not good over there. And then I uploaded TikTok, and it was fun. And there were like these quick videos, and people were like doing crazy stuff. And I saw like a couple cooking videos, and I was like, well, maybe I should like start posting cooking videos. And it was because I was depressed. Like I got on TikTok because I was depressed. And then I started putting my energy into like the platform and cooking. And I met really cool people. Like I'll tell you what, there is never a more supportive human being than a person you've never met on social media.
Oh yeah.
It's insane. And the pandemic hit, and we were all locked in our houses, and I met like real friends. It's crazy. And we were just us, and we've just been us, and we just cook and eat. And I originally, when I was going to do a TikTok, I was going to show people the island where I lived. That was the original plan. I'm going to show them the island. We'll take them to all the restaurants. And then, no, now I'm cooking. That's where we are.
I love it. I could not agree more when you say that. It's like somebody that expects nothing from you, that you've never met, is so supportive, and you're like, how are we not friends? You know what I mean? Like it's something special when you get on social media a little bit, and you because you do meet people, and like, yeah, you maybe never met them face to face or anything else, but people are so encouraging, and I think that we've seen an overwhelming support from people that across the world are like, oh my God, I love that video. It was so cool. Well, how did you do this? Or what was this about? Or anything else? And it's very cool to kind of getting in the weeds, kind of with all of that, versus like I go to work and some guy goes, you made a steak. Cool. You're like, I don't even like you. We're not friends, by the way. So I don't know.
You find your tribe. You find, when you're just you, and that's the thing about cooking. And I will tell you this, the one thing about cooking and cooks and people like us, whether you do, because I do a lot of work on my Blackstone. I know that you guys you're so talented. I just would love to come to Texas one day and just hang out and learn from you.
Let's go.
Just the things. Yeah, no, I'm like, please, can we get together? We need to get like a really big house of all of us. And we need outdoor kitchens and indoor kitchens. And it needs to just be like this amazing thing. Because it's going to be. And we're going to do it. But the one thing I've noticed about thank goodness. The one thing I've noticed about people who cook, and the one thing I've noticed about food in general, and this is why I'm so passionate about food, you can sit at a table of people that don't speak English. You can sit at a table with someone who's from Africa, from Iran, from China, literally from anywhere all over the world. And if you don't speak their language, food is love. It does not matter. I have sat at many of tables where I'm the only person that has spoken English, and we've all eaten food together. And the food community, I think we're all that way. I think we all just feel like food is love, and we made this with our hands for you, and we're going to put this in front of you for you to enjoy. And it's magical, isn't it?
It definitely is. Yeah, it's something. It is magical, and food is its own love language. I firmly believe that. And if you look at some of the past shows that they've done, and my favorite is Anthony Bourdain, which I think that he is like, he honestly just like, that's my dream to follow in somebody's footsteps like that right there. Because that's what he did, right? He traveled, and it didn't matter. Like, he couldn't speak to them. He had an interpreter or anything else. But all it took for him was just to get together and start eating. Once you break bread and eat with somebody, you're connected, I think, a little bit. And but yeah, I totally agree with you.
Food people just get it. Like, when you make something, I'm like, damn, that probably took him like 16 hours, and that looks really, really good. And I don't have the patience for smoking, but my God. Like, that just looks so great, and I want to eat it, but I don't want to cook that because that looks like it was just like too many steps for me, but for you it's like dripping, and I'm like, I just have a little bite.
Right.
So good, right? But yeah, I actually have a really good friend of mine that I grew up with, did some work with Anthony. My friend Dimitri owns Kava. Have you ever heard of Kava?
Kava?
No.
I think you have some out in Texas. Kava, Cava, meze, M-A-Z-Z-E. So, like, it's traditionally meze is like Greek or like little plates of food. So, anywho, like, Dimitri drops out of high school. We all warned him that it was like a terrible idea. And then, like, he ended up going to become a chef in Greece. And now he owns Kavas all over the world. And he's like, oh, God, just living the dream. But he did a lot of work with Anthony. And that was just, you're right. Like, wouldn't you just love to travel and meet people and try their food? And it's amazing.
Yeah, no, I think that's all of our like
right?
kind of dreams or whatever. And I know, I mean, we've had some pretty interesting chefs and pit masters and people that have been a part of the podcast. And for me, and I know for a lot of the guys here, it's very kind of just like, wow. I mean, these guys, I mean, you get to sit there and talk to. We had Rodney Scott on. I mean, the guy that is like the best of cooking
whole hog barbecue
and pork.
What else was he? He was James Beard.
James Beard
award-winning whole hog barbecue restaurant.
Yeah, you're
whatever,
like,
right?
You're just like just wowed by the whole moment. You're just like, I'm just thankful to be able to be around it. And I'd love, like, I mean, the whole Chef Bourdain and that whole deal. And I know a lot of other guys are kind of doing that same thing, but traveling and going to these restaurants and trying, it's just amazing.
Yeah, it is.
So cool.
It is.
Yeah. I mean, I'm traveling like crazy, but I'm door dashing Wendy's to my hotel room, so it's not really the same.
John,
Hey,
Maybe I should get out a little bit.
you shouldn't say that on air, John.
You're keeping the social media alive. And it's what you're socially using DoorDash or Uber Eats.
Keeping them in business.
Yeah, don't defend him.
You should start vlogging that, John. I think you'll get like 1 million followers. Just
you should. Well, I want to see what you're eating.
Right.
It's not good.
Yeah, right. You're like, what do you call it? What do you call it when
Baconator.
When you eat a bunch of food? Like, what do you call that when you order
mukbang?
Are you mukbanging, John?
I don't know what mukbanging is, but it doesn't sound appropriate.
No, it's when you're ordering, like, listen, you're not ordering a sandwich and French fries. You're ordering the hot dog, the sandwich, the French fries, the chili cheese fries.
I might be mukbanging.
We're calling him out.
Yeah, he doesn't know what he actually started the trend years ago. Has no idea what it was called.
Yeah, I guess I do.
See?
Yeah.
See, we're circling back to the ketchup. You're doing things
There it is.
that could, right? I mean, come on. But no, people literally, they do. It's a big thing. They eat in a microphone and make eating noises. And I love to watch people eat, but I can't deal with, like, the eating noises.
No.
Like the mouth noise. We can't do that here.
I'm good. Nope. Chew with your mouth shut, please.
Right. Can you just chew quietly? Hello. But it's really fun. I have a lot of enjoyment watching people eat, and I want to know what they order when they go somewhere. I'm like, oh, well, what did you get? I go to McDonald's and I'm like, can I please have a burger with extra pickles? And all I eat is the pickles, because McDonald's pickles are elite. They're just they're thin and
They're
crunchy
different.
and delicious. And that's what I do. I just eat the pickles. And people think that's wild, but it's like, I want to see what you're eating. What are you eating?
Yeah. So
when you're DoorDash.
So we have a term for this here in at least like in my community or whatever. So we have a restaurant called it's called Whataburger.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So
yes.
The term is, did you just get out Whataburgered? So what happens is you order your meal, but then the person next to you is eating their meal, right? And you look over and you're like, damn, I should have ordered that burger instead of the burger I ordered.
I had a Whataburger today.
Did you?
Yeah.
So there's like there's over 5,000 ways to order a Whataburger.
Oh, at least, right?
There really is.
Yeah,
Seriously.
there's got to be.
And
What's your favorite?
you want to go back? This is my normal. This is my normal, right? I'll tell you this.
Everyone go down the line, because I've never had one. So
Here it is.
let
So
me know.
this is mine. I'll tell you mine. So I ordered the Whataburger Junior Double because I think the junior bun to meat ratio is phenomenal. And so I ordered the Whataburger Junior Double Meat. Yeah, I'm a scientist. That's right. Buns toasted on both sides, grilled jalapenos, grilled onions, mayo, mustard, and then I go double cheese.
Wow.
Dang.
That sounds really good. It sounds like the perfect bite.
And you throw in like a chicken strip. Like,
Oh no, I do throw. Okay, you want the whole meal?
Yeah.
Okay, the whole meal
And the gravy.
The whole meal would be one chicken strip on the side, one order of gravy on the side,
Oh, so you're a mukbanger too.
and then a normal French fry.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds delicious.
Right, and I'm not.
That's a whole lot of
listen,
food.
It's a Whataburger Junior, Matt.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. So
okay.
now-
Yeah.
Got the
It's- well,
damn junior.
It's a double meat, but it's a junior.
It's a junior.
At 1 a.m.
You
or
gotta
2
have
a.m.
the correct- Yeah.
Just
meat
imagine
bread
you throwing back
ratio.
that
Yeah.
cup of gravy. Just go,
Look, look. We're not asking what I'm eating for. Let's go back to something real quick. There's two things that I would like to say to you, Erica.
That sounded
right?
very just like
Erica.
right.
Eric
yes.
James. You couldn't get it right.
Confrontation.
Erica.
Erica.
That's right. E for Erica. E. So listen, two things I want to say. One is I love your videos. Okay, I'm a huge fan. I see. Listen, they're not simple. I know they're not simple. I know it takes a lot of work doing to it, but when it comes across, it looks effortless. Two, your food looks very, very delightful. Like just rolling up some freaking bacon, right? And then, don't get me wrong, the Dijon mustard, it's like millionaire bacon kind of, but it's all rolled up and it's little snack size morsels.
Right. She made like 100 of them, and I was like, I could eat all those.
I could eat all those. Done. Right? But I love your videos. I really do. I think you do a phenomenal job putting things together. It reminds me of, Al Dente Diva does kind of a similar thing to some of her videos that she's doing, but there's a way that y'all are doing this and you're doing this that I can't do. I physically can't.
No, they make it look easy. And that's honestly, I think
That's the hardest
why
part.
people, yeah, and that's why they get shared like 4 billion times, because people are like, I can do that. I need to send this
yeah.
video to my wife, so we make it this weekend.
Right. You rolled some
Yeah,
bacon.
we
It looks
do a 20-hour brisket, and people, no one shares that shit because they're like, I don't have a giant smoker in my backyard.
Right. I don't want sharing this. I think you're
it's
exactly
awesome.
right, John. But what you do, I think, really well is, for one, you have great ideas, right? So let's not be honest, or let's be honest. You have great ideas. Your execution is phenomenal, and the food looks amazing. I know what that tastes like because I've had something similar, I think. And then you're like, did I have something similar? Is it that good? Damn it, I have to go home and try it. And I guess the execution is really well. You know what I mean?
You make it look easy.
It makes somebody go,
entertaining.
yeah, I know what bacon tastes like, right? I know what bacon with some brown sugar on it would taste like. But when you say add Dijon mustard and then you bake it more and then you go back and forth until there's these crispy little morsels and whatever else, now I'm like, shit, I know what this kind of tastes like, but do I know what it tastes like anymore? I need to try this. And that's what I love about your video. It makes me want to go home and it makes me want to try these items.
Well, you guys know that we all put our own little flair, and we have our own little way of doing things. You know when someone cooks for you and it just tastes better?
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's got their own little way. And my dad, my dad is the one who taught me how to cook. And my dad has a terminal disease, and he always says to me, he just came to visit us, and he said to me, Erica, just remember, simple is always best. I got a little too bougie for him on one of my dishes, and he didn't love it. And he's like, simple is best. And you're right. Like, things don't have to be super elaborate to be delicious. And it's hard for people to follow elaborate recipes. And less is more sometimes.
No, I totally agree.
Yeah.
Like, we're all living busy lives, and
Yes.
it's like, it's go to work, get home. You have kids. You're like, okay, do you have homework? Do you have laundry? I got to make supper. There's so many things you have to do. And then you come out and you put together this video, and you're like, it's very easy for me to go back and watch a video and go, okay, I'm going to do this tonight. I'm putting this together. It'll take me 30 minutes or 45 minutes. But at least at that point, there's a step-by-step thing. But it's not, like I said, you make it look very effortless. I think there's some prep time that we have to probably put in there a little bit. But hey, that's okay, right? Because you put it out there in a way that, to me, I feel like it's easy and I can do it.
Right.
And I feel like if I can do it, and I cook all the time, and I'm a big prepper, and I'm big into cooking in the kitchen versus also outside on the barbecue pits and whatever else. But if I look at it and go like, you know what, I can knock this out in 35 minutes, then boom, why not do it? So
I have the biggest smile right now. Oh my God, thank you.
yeah,
Yeah,
awesome.
100%. I mean, if it's a recipe that people can do, like if you post something that's super complicated, not only are you not going to get a lot of shares because no one's going to try to make it, right? But if it's something simple, everybody's going to share it. Everybody's going to want to try it. Everybody's going to make it at home, and that's the key.
But here's the deal: the video itself that she's putting out, the food looks amazing, right? So your
100%.
execution on the food is so good. So it's like, why would you not want this bacon? Well, first of all, if you're not trying this bacon, there's something wrong with you,
Oh my God.
Right.
right?
I didn't think it. I look at other people's videos and I'm like, I need to up my game. I need better. I do everything off of my iPhone. So I'm like, I need a camera. I need an upgrade. But I'm like, I'm not tech savvy. And like, my goodness, I not tech savvy. So panic and freak out. Like I use my daughter's camera and I'm like, I just want my iPhone back. This is too much for me. So the fact that you're like, it looks good right now, my jaw is dropped because I'm just like, what? Like, I think compared to your videos and other people's videos, my stuff like doesn't look super great, but that's my goal, is to give people easy and delicious recipes that they can create at home. And then it's like, I'm a piece of their life. Like a piece of me is with them, piece of them is with me. And I don't know, I'm just all about the love aspect of food. And it's magical. Like the whole thing's just magical.
Yeah, I think your family is like they have to be like super stoked. They're like, okay, Mom. First, hey, question. What in the very beginning? What was it like when you're like, oh my God, I got 5,000 people viewed this or whatever it was, and you're like, next morning you wake up and you're like, oh my God, I got 1 million people. Babe, check this out,
so
right?
Let me just tell you how this happened.
Yeah.
So the first, they used to roast them. I got roasted.
You can say, you can cuss. Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, can I cuss? Okay,
Yeah.
They used to roast the shit out of me. I'm a Brooklyn, New Yorker, so like cussing is my love language. I'm so glad we get to use cuss words here. The first video that popped off a little bit was, and I got like 11,500 views on this, was my dump cake. It's like the pineapple and the Comstock cherries, and then you do like the cake mix with the butter and the pecans, right? So people were roasting me, making fun of me. Then I did my mom's salami, and it was the Oscar Mayer salami with like the deli mustard and the apricot jam. Roasted me, completely made fun of me. So then I did crab cakes, roasted me. So the first couple videos that exploded, it was legit people making fun of me. And I thought it was the funniest thing I'd ever seen in my life. Like, I laughed so hard at the comments. Like, have these people, like, are they just culturally, like, what's wrong with these people? Like, they have to try it. If they just tried it, they would like it and they wouldn't roast me. But
Right.
That's cool. Hey, The thing about TikTok and Instagram that's really important to know for anyone who's hearing this, do not take anything personal. If people are roasting you, making fun of you, being nasty, it's something that's like within them and has nothing to do with you. Because some people are just very nasty. But then, your channel gets bigger. They start to respect you. I posted the same video the other day instead of the salami, I did hot dogs. And people were like, oh my God, this looks so good. But like a year ago, they wanted to cut my head off and put my head on a steak. You know what I'm saying?
Right. How are you doing this with Oscar Mayer salami? What is going on? Yeah,
right. Blasphemy.
Right. Yeah, I know.
And it's a Jewish recipe from my mom, like my mother, my whole life. We go to the store, we get the Oscar Mayer salami, we get the apricot glaze, we get the brown mustard. It's to put it on some rye bread, and it's like, it's really good. It's like sweet and sour.
There it
is.
You
know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, I know.
And people just roast me. And then what happened was our gummy video. I talk funny, and I've lived everywhere. So I think like my accent is just so strange. But I did a video. One of my good friends flew in for my birthday, February 2020, flew in. And I was so excited. I had no idea she was coming here. And I made sugar-free gummies because we were all like, trying to get on the sugar-free train. And I was so excited. And she tried it. And I got like 20 million views on that one. And people were like making fun of me and making fun of my voice. And we laughed. We thought it was so funny that they were just making fun of us.
So when you said 20 million, was there really 20 million views, or is
that's
it like
a lot of freaking views?
Or is that a?
Yeah, no, it's about.
What are you trying to say? She rounded
you
up?
Think she's making it up? Or what?
No. I used the word 20 million as like a figure of speech.
Right,
so
like I had pizza today. I ate 20 million slices.
Yeah, exactly. I had 20 million pieces of slices of.
No, she had 20 million views.
Oh my God! So that's so awesome. So at that point, so your family's like, hey, listen. So I know what it was for us when, like, 'cause our kids will do TikToks and they'll go off and they'll do their dance or they'll do something, right? And then, like, I remember like coming home, I was like, hey, dang, we got this. I don't know. It was like a couple of million views for this brisket trimming video or something that we put together, and then all of a sudden, my kid's like, what? That's
right. My kid's like, screw you, Dad.
Hey, that's actually really good. Like, what are y'all doing? Oh, I'm on board now. They're on board with this.
Right.
Before they're like, oh, my dumb dad's doing some whatever, right?
He's recording brisket.
Yeah. I'm just saying that you got a little more respect behind her name when you got 20 million views on something, So,
but that's the thing most people do. So you're trimming brisket. It's gorgeous. Like, that's cool. I got made fun of for how I was talking to my friend about the sugar-free gummies. So we were the laughing stock of TikTok. We actually gained a following with people completely laughing at us, mocking at us, and making fun of us. We loved every minute of it. We had like people thought we were a joke, and I'm like, look, just hang with us for a while. Hang with us, and you'll love us or you'll hate us or you'll love us. You can be hateful. We're not going to be hateful because that's not how we roll. But we once we hit 300,000 followers, things started to shift, and we consistently post 2 or 3 videos every single day. We are very consistent. We're very militant about being consistent in everything we do. And so, yeah, like we were laughing stock until about 300,000. And then once people actually started watching our videos and stopped making fun, that's when we started really building the following. And then from like 300,000 to 600,000 followers, that took literally 8 months. It was the shortest climb, but it was the best climb because it's real people who we connected with.
That's very cool.
I love that.
Very cool. Yeah. Like, so we are not in your realm of social media, and it's like, I'm telling you right now, like, it's very cool to listen to you and the passion that you have about this. And to be honest with you, I look around this room with the guys that are in here, and except for Matt, because he's He's behind me, so it's kind of hard to see him. But it's something that we all want to get to, and we want to be better as content goes, and as we're growing this podcast and growing our social media and everything else, because we know that feeds that'll feed into our podcast, hopefully, right? But yeah, and then hopefully 10 million people listen to this episode one day, right? And that's kind of the goal that we're kind of pushing forward there. And to be honest with you, I love every minute of this. This has to be one of my favorite podcasts that we've done. And
it's the passion, right? You can always tell the passion.
It is.
Oh my God, you guys! I just want to hug you so tight. And I'll tell you this too. The followers help to gain. The number of followers, yes, it helps you to do what you want to do. Your goal. So your goal, you guys, your podcast is phenomenal, and you're so loving and entertaining, and you guys are just all great. And by the way, chicks that smoke. I literally just got this spice in my mailbox yesterday, and I tasted it. And have you guys tried the chicks that smoke barbecue seasoning?
I've tried it a few times. Yeah.
Okay.
No, we have.
I am formulating a recipe with this. I'm very excited because it's not going to be what you guys did. Because you know me, I have to do different, right?
Okay,
but,
that's awesome.
Chicks that smoke the spicy bar. Okay, this barbecue seasoning is sick, amazing, so great. I wouldn't have known about it without you guys. You know what I'm saying? And so things like that, like opportunities, it's important to have a large following. But the people who I follow on TikTok and Instagram, they're not necessarily the people that have these huge followings. It's people that are going to. And then it's like, once you get that huge following, it's like, what do you want to do with that? Like, envision that. What does that look like for you? Because it's never enough. For me, it was like when I was at 300,000, I just wanted to get to 400,000. And when I was at 400,000, I just wanted to get to 500,000. And then once I hit a mil, oh my God, I'd be able to take a break once I hit a mil. I hit 1 million, and the next day I was so excited about hitting a mil that I wanted to hit 200 mil. And it's like, it's not like it gets you a prize. You don't get a prize. Nobody comes to your house with a freaking trophy. It's not like you get anything other than more people to connect with and to do better in this world and to do better by people and to help people, right? So your podcast helps people. You guys help people. You guys educate people on barbecue and on smoking and on all kinds of amazing things. And you guys are fun educators, right?
I hope so. Yeah.
Well, I definitely. I don't know about Jan. But.
Jan is not. Yeah, I'm Jan. Shit. I should have said that. Yeah.
But everyone, all of you are just this niche crew that has such a great chemistry. And the followers help. I mean, Frank Mentor SF, Cooking with Kaz. These are guys who don't have many followers, and I set my alarm clock to go look at their pages every single day. They're smaller creators that I know are going to blow up one day. Their food looks delicious. Their stuff looks delicious. But for me, it's more than food. It's like what they talk about while they're cooking. They talk about just things in the world that are important. And when you connect a story to food, it makes a difference and it's special. But yeah, the more followers, there's more opportunity to just reach more people. That's all it is. The thing is, like, some people have a lot of followers and they get like a really big head. We're never going to be those people. And I'm going to tell you this right now. If I had 50 bajillion followers, we're the same people.
I don't know. 50 bajillion's a lot.
Yeah. You know what? No. You know what? I honestly believe you, because right now, if you had 50 bajillion, you're going to be like, I want 55 bajillion.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Right? More people to connect with. More people like, hey, listen.
Spread the love.
There is a love there, and I think the more people that you talk to that are real and passionate. And first of all, nobody does this if they're not passionate, right? And that's
right.
The part I love about it. And the more passionate people you're connecting with, the more ideas, the more in tune you are with what's going on in your realm of cooking and everything else. So I love this. Like, this is really and truthfully, it's why I love cooking.
Yes, food is love. Food is love.
We so you mentioned cooking with Kaz just a minute ago, and we actually did send out a little, I don't know, see if anybody had any questions for you, and we did get a question from him for you. We're going to read that now.
Yeah.
What?
So it starts out saying that mentioning trivia, you don't really like steak, which is just a shame.
Oh my God,
but,
I don't.
but they're asking, what is your favorite way to prepare steak when you are cooking it?
Okay, Eric and Morgan love steak. Love it. And Morgan's birthday was not yesterday, day before yesterday. And, you know, I have tried it so many different times for them. And they are the most basic human beings on this planet with food. They love Montreal steak seasoning. It's so bizarre. And they like it on both sides. And then I throw it, al dente diva, she taught me this. I throw it into the cast iron. And I sear it really hot on both sides. And then I put my garlic butter in and a little bit of rosemary. And I just baste it. And they like it medium rare on the inside, and then with that nice crust on the outside, and that's how they like it.
That sounds freaking
There's
perfect.
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, that
That's
sounds
just a classic.
Yeah, that's
steak.
the way to do it.
Yeah.
Montreal
And-
is the OG of steak seasoning for sure.
Well, not only this. So what she's talking about is that's your husband and your daughter.
Yes.
So
yes.
so her favorite way of cooking a steak would be cooking for her husband and daughter the way they like it.
Yes.
That's the real answer,
Right.
right?
Yes,
Yeah, I love
exactly.
it. They're like, hey, you know what? Cooking for my family, right? Making sure they're happy. Which, by the way, if you ask me, because like, and I love how the dynamic changes. Every household's different. Like cooking's not. It's not. I think there was probably earlier. Well, different cultures, right? Depends where you're at. But like, there's a stereotype that women in the kitchen, right? Men outside working, blah blah blah, right? But around us, like I know way more men that cook in the kitchen than women cook in the kitchen.
Yes.
How crazy is
You
this?
hang out with us.
Well, yeah, I do, but I even at work, I'm like, I go to work and there's a couple of people at work. They're like, no, I don't cook ever in the kitchen. That's weird. Why would you do that? And I'm like, dude, you need to branch out a little bit. There's something wrong with you. But I enjoy, and my wife enjoys me cooking, and like I do majority of the cooking in the kitchen. Like, and she'll sit back and she'll watch and she'll have a glass of wine and she'll just do other things or whatever else. But when it comes to cooking and it comes to preparing, I think I'm a feeder. I think that's what it is. I'm a nurturer. I'm a feeder. Like this is my love language to anybody that I'm around. Like, hey, listen, I'm going to take care of you. I got you. Why don't you just eat a little bit more? Here, try
I
this.
wish you loved me a little bit more, Jan, because you don't feed me ever. So
Okay,
Right.
man. Well,
I feel like Jan doesn't love any of us.
he only loves his family. Come on.
all right.
Well, hey, Cooking with Kaz had one more question going into your.
This
I
is
guess,
hysterical.
I know you're like your former life, but
Okay.
how did years in the auto sales prepare you for people on social media?
Oh my gosh, Kaz is he's just taking his pen. He knows me so well. This man, Cooking with Kaz, is basically like the father that you never had that you've always wanted. This man is just a godsend. He listens so well. He's a veteran, and he just has a way with like the world could be coming to an end, and by the time you get off the phone with him, the sun is out and the grass is green and everything's great, and you completely forgot the world was coming to an end. This man. So, okay, I was in the car business for 23 years. And I started out selling cars and actually got kidnapped on a test drive at gunpoint.
Oh my god!
And yes. So I'm older, right? So like I got into the car business when I was I went to school, and then I went to nursing school, and I hated nursing school, and I was like, I need out. I can't do this. I can't watch people die. And I literally started college while I was in high school. So I got my degree when I was 18 years old. I had my nursing degree when I was 18 years old. And I took my first nursing job and I quit inside of 6 months. So I was almost 19. My dad was in the car business. My brother was in the car business. It's all I knew. It's the only language that we spoke in my house growing up. So I got into the car business. I started selling cars. I got kidnapped. I got held. This man was telling me that we were going to show a vehicle to his mother, and he wanted to see if she would fit in it, but we were on a drug run. It ended up being wild. The guy pulled a gun on me. I'm like reasoning with him, and I'm like, dude, if you take me out, where are you going to put me? I'm a big girl. Like, I've always been like chubby a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, where are you going to put me? I'm not easy to carry, trust me. And where are you going to put? We're in the middle of Montgomery County, Maryland. Like, there's cops at every corner. My dealership knows we've been gone for a good 7 hours while you've been on this drug run that you're doing, which I don't care. Do you? It doesn't affect me. This is your living. Proud of you. You're doing a great job, but you need to let me go. And the guy was just didn't want to let me go. So anyway, like, it was 2 more hours of this. I faked I don't have asthma. I faked an asthma attack. And he ended up leaving the keys in the car, and he left. And it was a 5-speed. And I didn't know how to drive 5-speed. I only knew how to drive an automatic. I was 20 years old at this point, and I bucked the entire way back to the dealership. I think I tore that clutch up. Like, I think they had to put in a new clutch. I don't know what happened. And I got into the dealership. The owner was there. He's like, where have you been? And I'm like, yeah, I was kidnapped and held at gunpoint. I packed my box of my desk and took everything with me and went home. And I got home, and they beat me. They were like at my doorstep, and they were like, you have to make a police report. Anyway, that's just the first couple years of the car business. Just the first couple years. These men, like, I worked with a finance manager who told me that women didn't belong in the car business. And he literally got in my face, and I threw him through a wall.
There it is.
I had to change, because I could never harm someone, but like, you have to buck up and be this person that you're not to survive. It was wild. That was 20 years of that.
That's crazy.
Over 20 years of that. So when people talk trash on the internet, it's like, you don't even know what I've been through. That's funny.
Right.
That's very funny. Yeah. I'm not fazed at all.
Like, oh, your words hurt me. Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Well, sounds good. Bye.
Right. Like,
yeah.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, Hey, being held up with gunpoint and then like driving around, you're like, listen, dude, like,
That's a tough cookie right there.
you can listen, man. You don't need me anymore. Just take the car.
Right.
Just take the car.
I
No.
Yeah, but you
No.
know what? I wasn't even smart enough to do that. I was just like, oh, they're going to be so mad if they used to charge us $500 if we lost the temp tag. And my dumb ass is like, I can't go back without the car. That'd be really bad. God, that
Right. I got to pay this whole car off.
Like, when
Yeah.
you're in the situation, it's not as scary. For me, I wasn't as scared. I was more just like, how can I negotiate my way out of this without making this man angry?
Right.
Like,
right.
you kind of just go into fight or flight. And for me, it was like, all right, we're going to try to reason and help him understand that I was like 185 pounds. I'm 5'2". I'm like, I got big boobs. I got a big butt. I'm a big girl. And I'm thinking, how are you going to pick me up? Like, where are you going to bury me? Where you're going to get caught? Like, your life is going to be over. Is this worth it?
You're throwing there, like, look. You drive a hard bargain, sir. We're going to throw in a new set of tires and give you a lifetime oil change. Let's just go back to the dealership.
Just write
and let's
paperwork
go.
up now. Just write it up right now.
All right. I'll throw in the formats.
Interest free. Let's go.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Yeah, the car business person kicks in.
I love it. I love it. Oh my goodness.
So he bought the car. It's fine.
Right.
No, he did not. And you know, it's so I got back to the dealership and his driver's license wasn't even him. That was the best part. I'm like, wait a minute. This isn't even the
He
guy
just
that kidnapped
gave you
me.
somebody else's. Right.
Yeah.
Oh my
it was
goodness.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Long enough ago, I guess, that it can be funny now, right?
Right.
Right. Yeah. If it was like last week, you're like, dude, why
not
are you
funny.
talking about this right now?
Yeah.
Can't laugh about this.
Well, let me ask you this. We always love getting personal with the guests that we have on our podcast. So we always ask a few, not always, but we ask a few set of questions or maybe one question or two. So let me ask you this, and you can pick and choose. Your first car or your first concert?
Oh my God, both are love languages. Okay, I'm such a car person. My first car that I purchased by myself was a 1995 Chevrolet Beretta Z76 rose gold. So no, not rose gold, black rose. It was like that purple, that like sparkly purple. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And I paid cash. I was so excited. I babysat. In high school, I used to babysit. And then, like, I had 3 jobs. I worked at Old Navy. Like, I worked like a crazy person because I wanted to pay cash for my first car. Because my parents, again, Brooklyn, New York Jews. You want something, you buy it yourself, right? So I went into the dealership with my dad and got that Chevrolet Beretta Z. I thought I was something. With that car because it was Z76.
Yeah, those did they look like they look similar to, I guess, the Mustangs, like the at that time, like that 80 something.
Yeah, like the old school Fox body Mustang.
Fox body Mustangs.
Yes.
Correct.
Oh my God, my husband loves Mustangs. This is so funny. Yeah, because the front had like that red Chevrolet sign. And then, like, the wheels were super cool. And you had the spoiler. Yeah. It was awesome. So that was my first car. And just so you guys know, like, I got rid of it a year later. Never owned another Chevy. That poor thing just broke a lot. Like, my alternator went 3 times. I was like, I'm going to buy a Honda. This is not good. I lost my ass. It was a bad purchase, but it was a lot of fun for that first year. And my first concert, my dad took me to my very first concert, Dave Matthews Band. Nice. And my dad and I went, and we sat on the hill, and it was so cool. It was really cool.
Dude,
that's awesome.
Dave Matthews. I mean,
I feel like, you know what, Erica? I think we're the same age.
We might be. How old are you?
So I'm 43.
I'm turning 43 in February.
There it is. I knew this.
Yeah.
I could tell right now. I'm telling you now, we're the same age.
Finally, you have a twin.
We have a twin. There it is.
Twinning.
Yeah, as long as she's not born in May. Well, no, what she said she's
February.
February.
Yeah. All right. So I got another question from one of your friends, and you could probably guess who this is from. But they asked, is it called a pork roll or a Taylor ham?
Hi, T. Hi, BB. How are you? Who knows Al Dente Diva here?
Of course. She's coming back on in a month.
Oh, thank God. She is my sister from another mister. I always tell her, like, I'm the chunkier version of her. She is, I just love her so much. All right, T. Is it a pork roll or a Taylor ham? You know it's a Taylor ham, baby. You know it's a Taylor ham.
There it is.
I love listening to those two go back and forth about that stuff, though.
Yeah.
Her and Matt are so funny, and it's a Taylor ham.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I've never had it, so
what?
I'm going to take your word for it. Do they even sell that down here in Texas?
Ham?
No, Taylor ham.
Taylor ham.
A pork
Taylor
roll.
ham.
Yeah, it's the same thing, I guess. But yeah, I've not seen it down here.
All right, so are we just talking about bologna?
It's bologna. Yes, it's bologna.
So I got a picture up. I got to. The guys can see it here. It basically.
It looks like bologna to me.
Looks like bologna.
It's a little bit different. It's got like this really delicious
Comes in a
and
roll.
yummy flavor.
Like Spam?
No.
No, so
you
we
know,
don't.
When
We actually don't. We probably have this
somewhere.
We just don't. I just don't buy this or anything else. I would definitely buy this.
Is it next to the brisket?
It's an East Coast thing. So I'm not sure. I was shocked that I found it in North Carolina because the food here in North Carolina is very different than home. Like there's 5 stars at restaurants here, and I walk in and I'm like so excited, and then I taste the food and I'm like, this is not 5 stars. What the heck?
Right.
What are you guys doing?
What have you done?
Not 5 stars. Go to New York for a minute and tell me, right? So it's like it's really an East Coast thing. But when we get our big house together that we're going to rent and cook together, T and I will make it for you. We'll make you the perfect Taylor ham.
Let's do it.
I'm down for this. Listen, so there's certain things I think that you're right as far as being a northern or an East Coast or anything else. But New York is a melting pot, right? Mm-hmm. And you have some of the most authentic foods being made in New York, and the same thing for. I don't know why it just skips the rest of the United States for Houston. Houston is a melting pot. We have so many people here from so many different countries that when we go to have Thai food somewhere else, it's because it's a family from Thailand. It's so authentic here when you go to eat somewhere. It's so freaking good. So, but listen, don't sleep on Spam, okay?
I love Spam.
Do not sleep on Spam. We just like
my daughter loves it. My daughter loves Spam.
I'm telling you right now, the barbecue Spam,
some Spam burn-ins
will change your life. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you right now.
Okay, teach me. Just teach me your ways.
I will do a video.
Yeah,
we did a video.
We actually did a video.
Can you tag me in it?
Yes.
Tag me in the video.
Yes. I'm telling you right now, it will change your life. Like, you're like, how is this really this good? Like, I know what Spam tastes like. I've had Spam growing up as a kid and everything else. But let me tell you, when I became like 18 or 17, I never ate it again. And I didn't eat it until like, I don't know, probably 2 months ago when Matt comes over or James or whoever it was pulls out some Spam and does Spam burn-ins. And I'm like, there's no way I'm eating this. Y'all are retarded. And I can't say that probably, but whatever. And then, oh my God, it's so freaking good. I'm like, why am I sleeping on this? So it's really good.
It tastes like the McRib.
I'm gonna try. Okay, so I'm gonna do it because my kiddo is in love with Spam, and she likes hers with rice and with over easy eggs.
Ooh,
sounds amazing.
That sounds very Hawaiian.
Yeah, Spam and rice.
We sent her to Hawaii,
yeah.
And this is what she comes home eating. Yeah, she loves it.
So did she go there for like a vacation, or does she
go to school or something out there?
We sent her for graduation, which she graduated high school.
Okay, so John's son,
I sent him for graduation. He hasn't come back.
he actually just went. He's going to school there. He's going to University of
UOP, University
of Pacific, Hawaii. So that's where his freshman year is happening right now. So yeah, very cool.
So exciting.
He probably won't come back.
Oh, it's so exciting.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. We have friends that live there. And before the pandemic hit, we were really planning on going out there. And we'd like to be able to make it out there. You know, they are in the service, and so he's a Marine. They're both lawyers, and we would love to go visit them because just the pictures that they post and the videos that they post, it looks like heaven on earth.
I know. It's
either
gorgeous. I'm going to live there or Costa Rica when I retire. I'm just saying.
Yeah, whatever's cheaper.
Yeah, Costa Rica's cheaper.
Yeah, Hawaii's expensive.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Costa
Rica's. Yeah, but we should all go. Yeah. Sounds like fun.
I feel like
Now, Erica, so we've hit the portion of the podcast where we drag out that barbecue fail from our guest. Do you have something that you can probably share with us?
It's a cooking fail in general.
Cooking?
And I love that because I don't have, I'm so cautious when I'm barbecuing because I don't want anything to catch on fire. So I don't really have too many fails that I've barbecued except for like, it just wasn't good enough, but nothing catastrophic. But I do have a cooking fail for you.
Yes.
My face is red. Okay. My very first Thanksgiving, and I love Thanksgiving. It's one of my favorite holidays because there's so much to cook, so much deliciousness, so much bacon. You can put bacon and everything. So I made sweet potatoes, and I made the kind with the marshmallows on top.
Oh, you gotta have them.
Oh yeah.
There's another way.
Have you ever put? Yeah. Have you ever put marshmallows under the broiler and they kind of caught on fire?
No, right. Yeah, just for like a few minutes, just to toast them. How long were yours there for?
Mine were on fire for a full 60 seconds. And I didn't know what to do because there were flames coming out. I had to buy a new oven.
Oh.
Wow, you really did a good sear job.
Flambéed it.
I was mortified. My in-laws were over. It was embarrassing. And we needed a fire extinguisher to get the fire to stop.
There it is.
Everyone have a fire extinguisher, please. And from that day, well, we've always had a fire extinguisher, but I literally had to buy a new oven. Literally.
That is craziness.
You know, it's
I
funny
know.
with all these either interviews or fans writing in their barbecue fails, a lot of them involve things getting caught on fire.
Yeah,
As
those are
I've
really
noticed.
the best ones.
It is. It is. Yeah. So
Well, I mean, how catastrophic can something be unless it's on fire?
I know.
How
Should
many
we-
times have we
I know.
heard, I almost burnt the house down?
Right.
Yeah.
Should we get a fire safety company to sponsor this?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. The answer is yes.
It's funny.
Oh, that's
That's
awesome.
so good. That is so good. And you know, here's the deal. Like, so we do. I'm like a big sweet potato person. I eat just a little bit, but I love the process of it. My wife does this whole like she is into it. Right. That's her jam. Making sweet potatoes. She does one. It's like it's this bourbon infused, whiskey infused.
Yes.
Sweet potato pie.
Yum.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. However, like whiskey and sweet potatoes and
80 proof.
marshmallows, yeah. Every once in a while, I'm like, hey, how much alcohol did you put in this? Kids probably shouldn't eat this. This is a lot of alcohol.
Did you not? Did you
Right.
burn the alcohol off?
Right.
Or
I'm
did it
slurring
cook
right
out?
now, babe. And
The best pie
I've only
ever.
had potatoes.
Listen, first of all, it cooks out. And second of all, I don't think any kids are going to be behind a wheel. You know what I'm saying? Like a little bit might be okay.
Right. No, you're right.
This
Hey,
is why I have one child.
it's time to bed.
Eat
Time
your
to go
pie,
to bed.
it's nap time.
Eat your potatoes and go to sleep. Bye. Yeah. Bye.
That's awesome.
I love it. I love it. Yeah.
All right, hey Erica. Hey, again, I've already said it before, but we appreciate you coming on the show and shooting the shit with us and spilling some of your secrets and talking a little food and barbecue with us. Please let the listeners, let the people know where they can get a hold of you if they have any questions, or where they can get a hold of you to see your awesome content.
Oh, yay. By the way, this has been like the most fun thing ever. You guys are just so incredible. Okay, best way to go get a hold of us, cookiterica@gmail.com, I guess, if anyone has questions. But we're very much TikTok, Cook It Erica, Instagram, Cook It Erica. We just did a Facebook, Cook It Erica, which that's just, we're probably going to do just some Blackstone recipes and some Trader Joe recipes on our thing over there. And T keeps yelling at me. She's like, you gotta do a Pinterest, but I don't know. She's the queen of Pinterest.
Throw it out there.
I have a lot of learning to do. We're also on YouTube. And I think it's Cook It Erica across the board. And this is big. We're now doing Amazon Live. We did our first one last Friday. I failed. I told people to let their Ninja Creamy to just set it and forget it. As soon as I said it, the thing started bouncing off the counter and almost like fell off the counter. That was my first Amazon Live ever. But we're going to be doing another one this Friday, and my husband is going to be showing his favorite car cleaning stuff. We're a car family, so Amazon Live under Cook It Erica. Yeah, that's where we are.
Very
That's
cool.
awesome.
Very
Nice, fantastic.
freaking cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much for being on. We love the passion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
I can't wait to see you guys again, and it's been so much fun. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely wish you the best, and until next time, for sure.
All right, don't forget to tag me in that spam.
Already
That's
did.
right.
Already did.
Yay!
E
Thank you.
for
Okay.
Erica. E for Erica. E for Erica.
Okay.
There it
You're
is.
cut off.
All right.
All right. Thanks. Have a good night.
All right, bye-bye.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
All right, that was a fun episode. Yeah,
Super fun.
yeah, very upbeat and just energetic, and Jan's like off the mic, like he's
Yeah,
like,
you-
I'm going home.
You have to be closer or they can't hear you.
There actually is the ending to the episode.
Yeah. No, she was so much energy. She's fun. She really knows who she is when and what she's trying to do with her brand and her social media. And you know what? I get this this inclination that this is a family thing for them. Right?
Oh, it totally is.
It's her husband, her daughter's involved, which is so freaking cool. Yeah, I very infectious. I could probably listen to this episode a million times. I'll probably go home once John posts it here
Right.
in like Who knows when he
go
works?
home right now? He's going to download it and listen to it.
Who knows when John does this? But you know what? I'm going to go do it, and I'm just going to keep listening. Put on repeat.
Nobody knows how John does it.
I think one of these times, maybe next year when we have on, we'll have her and Al Dente Diva on at the same time.
There's too much badass shit right here.
Yeah, I probably won't get to talk, but it will be fucking awesome.
They'll just talk to each other the whole time?
Exactly.
They'll say, all right, we had to go, bye.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I know.
All right, guys. Hey, go slide over there and check out the Grabbing the Brisket page, the website, grabbingthebrisket.com. That tells you where to go everywhere. That gives you links to everything, right?
That's true.
So you can see our Instagram, our TikTok, or Facebook, or
all of them. Yeah, all the things.
Twitter. I keep forgetting about
Twitter.
Twitter. We're not really active on. We are kind of active on
We're pretty
Twitter.
active. I mean, not like Rich O'Toole active, but we're pretty active.
I think it's more like, here's a link to our TikTok. that's our Twitter.
I like how Twitter has like embedded themselves into every social media platform. So whether you're on Instagram
Stay
or
relevant.
Facebook, hey, if you tweet here, if you send a post here, you can also tweet it. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's just like they're just over there just like coasting by, like whatever. But yeah, definitely go check out grabbingthebrisket.com. Hey, we really do appreciate and each and every one of you guys, and we enjoy talking barbecue with you guys.
Peace.
Thanks, everybody. We've been great.
Dang it, Bobby. Just grab the brisket. Or we would like to give a special thanks to FOGO Premium Hardwood Lump Charcoal, Bonner's Fiesta Spices, CoolieNation Custom Koozies, Cambro Manufacturing, YETI Cooler, the Smoke Sheep Barbecue Newsletter, and Texas Brew Hopper. We appreciate their support. Y'all guys go check them out.